Next match of the group, the last one that we have here. So, all drag pass, everybody. RossPierrDoll against the Hardos. Yeah, this could be... I mean, this is insofar interesting that I really want to see how RossPierrDoll now measures up against the Hardos in comparison to the Cats. Now, obviously, the Hardos are still in the lead here. In case you're not quite aware of what you're watching, this is the first qualifier for the Masters Clash for 2022. The interesting part on this is honestly that not only do we have an offline final, but at the same in Paris, at the same time we also have a pretty big prize pool. So 12,000 euros in total are available for the players, and this is qualifier number 1 for all of this. And the way that the qualifier is organized is a little bit different than usual. So we have on day number 1, which is now, we have a group stage. There's 2 groups, and the teams within those groups play a round robin. And there's a lot of matches that happen at the same time, but obviously we're just like picking one of them at a time. And the teams, depending on how well they do, will then tomorrow play on the second day in a bracket that we're also going to cover. Where you will then determine about who gets what for the main event, and yeah, we'll talk about the rest a little bit more tomorrow. The important thing is that we're playing best of 2s here, so if you win your match with a 2-0, you get 3 points for the group standings. If you tie with your opponent, each team gets 1 point, and if you lose, you obviously get nothing, and that's how the seeding there is going to be confirmed. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to head into the bracket phase of all of this. It's an interesting thing. It's a little bit of a different approach. Some of the Chinese tournaments in the past have done similar things. The best of 2 obviously has some advantages, some disadvantages, but one of the good things is that every single map matters, so you can't just simply sit there and say like, alright, we don't care about map number 2, we're going to dominate this anyways. And, well, here we go. So we got Brightwing banned out on all the rec, and so was Junkrat. Bronek has been... I mean, I honestly want to see what Bronek is going to pick, if he's going to go into the same things we've seen from him earlier. I like RossPierrDoll. I really think that the team is kind of fun, and I like that they were immediately able to make it super difficult for the 3-legged cat to take the series there. So it was a nice back and forth between the 2 teams. Anubarog and Blaze are starting things up immediately. And yeah, let's see what we are getting from our double pick. Because, again... do we get that Sylvanas, for example, right away? Dehaka on this map. Also another important one. With Falstad already banned, there's not that many globals out there anymore. Especially since Brightwing has also been eliminated. And there's the Sylvanas pick, exactly. So, Bronek with Sylvanas, and Markotzel is picking Jojo. Okay, so, what are we getting? Got a couple of bans now. Could ban the side lane. I mean, you could literally just ban Dehaka here. If you're worried that they're playing with globals and use Dehaka on the side lane, maybe have a bit of a global advantage, just ban him out. If that's not really a concern for you, then whatever. And they go for Varian that's actually a... what? Varian gets banned as a side laner? I mean, I guess you can play Jojo on the side lane and then you have 2 tanks. So if they're worried about a Varian main tank and Jojo side lane, that looks like a Tracer pick to me again. What other reason is there to be afraid of Varian at this point, if you're not planning to go into Tracer? Yeah, I don't know, but that looks a little bit like a Tracer pick. Lunara gets taken, Lucio, Nick is obviously going to pick last, no matter what happens here. But the Varian ban is interesting. Now, Jojo has been played as a side laner quite a bit, right? So if you try to go that, you can do it. Most of the time, we still get a very beefy front line. There's no Stukov on the other side. There's nothing that really yells, alright, they're going to go in with the Grey Mane and just burn the target down. So I want to see what Nick is going to take here. Because the Varian ban is a little bit out there. Ragnaros. Alright, Lava Wave, baby. Lava Wave, baby. Malfurion and Ragnaros. Double support. What is this? Double support Ragnaros and Silva. Like, what? That's just wild. That's just wild. I don't know what to do with this. And they go for Alexstrasza. What is happening? What am I missing? I'm missing something here. I have no idea what's going on. Alright guys, game number 1, let's go and let's see what's gonna happen here. All direct pass, map number 1 between RossPierrDoll and the Hardos. Okay, we got a wild one on our hands. Now, first of all, we have a double support with Ragnaros and with Sylvanas, which is already kinda out there. I mean, that's outside of the box thinking. RossPierrDoll is playing it with Makotzlo and Jojo. We got Bronagon, Sylvanas, Scope and Malfurion. I mean, so far everything's fine. Then Ether picks Ragnaros. Could literally go Lava Wave here. And we got Zeomega and Rhaegar. So double support without a Vala or, you know, anything where you really want to have the double support to keep them alive in the team fights. Then on top of that, the Hardos come in with Hazo and Lunara, Copenhagen and Blaze, Bad Benyon and Ubrak. So far, so good. And then we have Nick on Alexstrasza and Rutsu on Lucio. So both teams come in with a double support, but with a pretty different approach here. Now, Circle of Life is the level 1 talent as well. I honestly expected instead of Alexstrasza that we're gonna get maybe a Tracer, the variant pick already. Oh, sorry, the ban. Hinted a little bit at it, but this is a wild one. So, pretty interesting game there for sure. So, we'll see how this goes. But again, Hazops, he's already hopping around here. And Ragnaros is, in and of itself, already an interesting pick. It's also a very dead pick, apparently. Oh no, nice! That blind saved his ass. Good job by my... That blind literally saved him. 2 more hits and he's dead. So, that was pretty sweet. But right now, we got already our top lane push. Sylvanas is gonna be... I mean, Sylvanas is literally relying on a double support at this point with Rhaegar and with Malfurion. But I am so confused by some of these picks. I mean, you can play it, but why? So, I'm still waiting a little bit for that X factor that explains all of that. But yeah, Ragnaros... time and time targeted here, but comes back out. No meatball build for him, thankfully, so the Engulfing Flame on 1, so it goes in with the Blast Wave. What do you think about level 10 abilities here really quickly? That Nick, for example, is playing Alexstrasza voluntarily instead of just simple... I mean, you know, if he does it in Storm League or whatever, then yeah, fine. But like, that he does it in a game like this instead of simply going into one of the many assassins that were available that can allow him to just like, you know, be super agile in the fight to get damage. That's also kind of wild. But again, we have on level 4, they're jumping in. We have him now with a heat exhaustion. So going for the Flame Buffet and already being aggressive here. I mean, I love this. First of all, I love the juking. Bronek, you beast! Did you guys see that? He literally juked out nearly everything that Nick threw at him outside of the auto attacks and then sprayed him in the face. So Alexstrasza chasing Sylvanas in and of itself is kind of funny, but at the same time you have that little thing playing out, so that's cool. Then we're looking at Rhaegar, and Rhaegar goes into the Stormcaller on level 1. So, yep, plays around with a shield, gets into the electric charge, so definitely changing things up because of the comp that they picked here. But yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. It's gonna be a wild game. It's gonna be a really interesting one. I think Broderick this time might... yeah, this time Alexstrasza gets the hit. You can only juke so much, my friend. So this time the hit is there, and that is also the first kill. So Nick is playing with melee assassin Alexstrasza, and Alex is down. So yeah, Alex is down, paid for that little endeavor there with her life. But yeah, the thick thighs are there. Now either way, we currently have even a lead in experience for the blue team. They get their early level 7, they're pushing it out topside now in an attempt to get some damage on the fort itself. Blistering attacks in level 7 are in. And as all of this happens, we're looking once more at the camp. So he continues with that build. He goes straight into the Flame Buffet again. tries to go for... I mean, Alexstrasza can be a pain in the ass if played like this. It's just like the way that they are comboing it out that's really interesting. Especially since both of the teams decided to go into some wild choices. A double support with Ragnaros is also not something that I expected here. But I really want to see what level 10 is going to be, if he really goes Lava Wave on this one. It's a big map, so if you're looking at potential macro control, that might be a thing. Someone has to call Trixler if that happens. But Rhaegar is dead. So Rhaegar goes down, and that's as they're fighting for the first objective, the first prisoner camp. And with Rhaegar down, the rest of them is also suffering, especially since now the next hit is hitting Markotzel, and Jojo is following Rhaegar, so that's 2 of them down already, and they're looking for more. They want Malfurion too, and that old geezer is a little bit too slow to make it out of the battle, so it seems that the first cavalry, or the first raiders, are being locked in by the Hardos. Yeah, they're doing pretty well here. So now it's 12,000 damage for Sylvanas, but she's getting chased too, and Bronick is not going to be able to survive this. With Lucio chasing behind forts, you can allow so much. You can just allow them to get so much pressure in there. And Alexstrasza is at this point top damage in the game. Literally in the game. Not on the team, in the game. Out damages Lulnara and also Sylvanas. So yeah, full flame buffet for them. And she is flaming. She's flaming it up big time at the top. And they're still chasing. Those Lucio chases here. Look at Rhaegar. He's like trying to get away from them, and he's such a nuisance. There's stuns happening. He gets moved back. He gets body blocked. Now we have Copenhagen coming in too. And Rhaegar's just sitting there. It's like, I just want to play the game. Leave me alone. It's like stun, stun, stun. Can't move. Can't go anywhere. They're trying to turn it on Lucio, and that nearly happened. But Rhaegar is still in trouble and gets burned down as Anubra kills him. And Alexstrasza is still fighting it off at the top side. Now another kill against Malfurion, that's 2 down already. So we have 7 kills against 1. Level 10 abilities obviously allow for all of this. Without them they would be a lot more cautious. But right now they can just be heavily aggressive. And as you can see here, Bronick also doesn't really want to get too close to Nick at this point. He's very careful with it too. The Raiders are doing work. They take down the first fort in the middle. And the rest has taken damage. There's the level 10 abilities, and we actually get Lava Wave. Lava Wave, baby! Lava Wave is in the house. And that was a nice mind control. Bronick, you sneaky little bastard. I like it. Well done. Nick steps out a bit too much. There comes the mind control. Straight into the tower, committing Sudoku. Benny maybe dropped? Nah, doesn't seem like it. Maybe a little bit AFK or something. Or just interrupted and didn't realize it. But yeah, camp is taken again. Haven't seen a lava wave yet. But let's see when he's gonna hit that. I mean, you gotta time the lava wave properly so that it actually gets all of the minion waves. And also gets one that just spawns. If you want to get that control. Hazu. That's a cool thing about having the leaping strike, that you can always reposition, and if you're getting attacked like he just was, you have a chance of getting out. Alright, off we go. Cocoon, by the way, got dodged out. Nicely done. Really well played. So yeah, Cocoon got dodged, and now here comes the attack, but they still lose Malfurion, and they lose Jojo, and they're also losing Ragnaros. That's 3 down. Lava Wave has been executed at the top and burned pretty much everything down, so good for them. He has a quick replay also. I'm not quite sure if I caught the Cocoon, but check out Anubarak in this one. So yeah, Anubarak coming in, and then BAM! Iron Skin on Jojo. Was able to deny that, so yeah, well done. And obviously the fight happens and they still lose it, but it was still a nice move from Johanna. Now the bot lane gets attacked, the boss is about to be taken as well, so they're gonna go for that. Yeah, easy way for them to get that level lead now. Got a talent advantage for a little bit longer. Top fort has not been destroyed yet, but of course Ragnaros is eventually going to be able to come in and take it down. And well, here we go. Lucio Lucio is just fucking annoying. Like, not only does he empower the rest of the team to chase targets and take them down, like we've now seen multiple times. I mean, they literally dove behind the fort, I think twice now. But he's just always scouting, zipping, poking, especially since here he can go a little bit farther out. Ancestral is hit. Alright, Ancestral is out already. They're trying to go for another kill. The bunker has been used here. 13 versus 13 talents. And there's Lunara finally taken down. Good moves also, as we have Alexstrasza coming in with the Dragon Queen. They're trying to turn the battle around, and she is using that choke point ruthlessly. But there's the drop on an Uberak, so slowly but steadily they're starting to lose ground here. They get the counter kill though, at least one. Jojo is dead, but so is Blaze. Nick still fighting. Nick is just absolutely crushing that fight. But eventually I think he's not going to make it here. So Nick is down, but he definitely gave them a run for their money. That's everybody destroyed with the exception of Lucio, I was about to say. And then Lucio gets also dropped. 5-man team wipe. Lucio is down to... Now we got 27,000 damage by Alexstrasza, but he's not top damage in the game anymore. We got Lucio on 26,000, 25,000 for Lunara, 27,000 for Blaze, and then even a little bit more. And here's the lava wave. Boom. Get the first one. Not really the perfect... well, it's good enough. Gets both, so yeah. It's good enough for now. Allows them to take a little bit more top lane control, and especially the wave that is now moving in at the top side is going to attack the keep. So that is a bit of an annoying situation for the Hardos. You got to eventually deal with that. So yeah. But again, either way, now that we also have Copenhagen dealing with the next camp, let's take a look at the level 16 talents. So we really have full focus into the Lightning Shield. Rising Storm, Earth Shield, nearly a completed quest here for the Stormcaller, as you can see. So yeah, so there's that. It's sitting at 233. Broccoli is currently at 10 stacks, so not really a whole lot. Not going full Groot on us just yet. And they are taking down the top fort as the rest of the team is just trying to prevent the objective from happening. So they're interrupting as best they can here. Gotta be careful that they're not getting a drop though. And now things are getting iffy since the channel has just happened. Oh, mind control on the other hand. Yes, Ancestral saves Sylvanas here. That was important, but I think they're taking the objective at least. Objective is about to be taken. They still want to engage into the battle and go for the fight here. Could drop the cocoon, does it on Malfurion, jumps in on the rest of the team, and they drive the fight easily towards Sylvanas and take her down. Rhaegar is next on the menu. The dog is getting kicked and goes down. 14 kills to 8 now. And Malfurion, I mean, they got full vision on him, so they should be able to take him down. They want it all, I suppose, but they can't get that either. Well, maybe. Jojo is dead. Ragnaros is getting attacked over here too. Lucio at least died, but yep, that's Ragnaros also dying. And they just murdered Malfurion for another 5-man team wipe. This time on the other side of the map. But they lost out on the objective, so there's that. It's a fun one. It's a pretty fun game though. Alexstrasza with a lot of damage. Has by now been completely out DPS by other heroes on the team though. Ragnaros is top damage for his team. Has also solid AoE that he could use as for siege damage. I mean, obviously, top side is doing a lot of work. But right now, 17 kills to 9 tell you pretty much all that you need to know here. Now, to be fair to the blue team, they might be a bit behind in experience and also struggling in a lot of the fights, but at the same time, they have taken out the exact same amount of structures. They've dropped all of the forts. So, RossPierrDoll is doing some decent work on that end. They're able to at least do that. Yeah, and this time they're focusing a little bit onto the bot lane. So they're getting at least one, they're getting number 2, and now we should in a second just see another wave. So yeah, timing is good. The wave spawns, it gets destroyed, and that allows them for bot lane control again. And will eventually force them out. By the way, talking about eventually forcing things, the fuck. I mean, I have no idea what the Hardos have been sniffing today, but please more of it. Benny just decides that he's going to solo attack the bottom tower. He's just like, alright. Jumps in with the leaping, with the falling sword here, doesn't catch him. And Benny just goes to the next structure. He's like, alright, I'm gonna go for this one now. Like, what the fuck? And in the meantime, they're attacking the top here. Look at this, look at this. Benny is now at the bottom of the map and it's just like, nah, towers. And now he's gonna move back into the middle. Cocoon doesn't give a shit. Drops the cocoon and is like, alright, I'm out of here, boys. Bzzz, and just flies away. And they're trying to, I mean, maybe they can catch him here. Tries to play with vision. He's gonna die, but just the trollolololol is fantastic. Dives out, he's gonna fall, obvious. No, mate, no way. Do not no. Oh my god, no. They didn't even kill him. Fucking Rutsu saved his ass, and now they're at the top lane, pushing with the boss. They have level 20. Galloping Gate. I mean, no way. They're trying to go for a boss down here too. Ether, by the way, nearly died here. But this is a freebie keep topside. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's kind of funny. Alright, they're chasing at the bot lane again. Yeah, Ragnaros. Oh, did he just save the top fort? The top keep? Nah, they're still losing it. Yeah, they still lose it. But again, played it out a little bit. Lava wave once more does the damage. And actually that is going to help the boss a lot, because that wave is also being taken down now. Alright, so that's at least that. And he has level 20 now, so we're actually getting Lava Surge here too. So, got a little bit more here. Already sends the top side. So, now it's interesting, because all of a sudden you have a lot more map control through Ragnaros alone. And in the team fights it didn't do too bad either. Honestly, it feels like they just knew that that Ragnaros pick was coming. I was thinking when Varian was banned that it was mainly because they might want to play Tracer again with Nick. They've done it multiple times today. But maybe they also were just really aware they're going to pick Ragnaros here. I've seen it before. And they just banned Varian so that it's not going to be a taunt into Sulfuras. That's another option. Taunt into Sulfuras is also big, of course. So that's another explanation. And that makes a lot more sense given the picks that we're seeing here from RossPierrDoll. Now, the problem for the blue team at this point is obviously that Ragnaros might have an impact here, but it's not as much as they were apparently anticipating. The objective has been lost, so the raiders are now moving cross-map again. And even with Lava Wave being dropped here multiple times, they don't have enough control to stop that. The keep topside has fallen, and the one in the middle is most likely going to get dropped too. But they're winning fights now. So they just took down Lunara, and if they can get Lucio too, that would be big. But in the mid lane, Benny has just decided he's a split pusher. Benny has decided that it's time for Nubarak to show his potential as a split pusher. So now he's using that to try and take another keep down, and they're incredibly close. At the bottom of the map, the keep has also taken damage, and Benny's just moving back into the middle. It's like, ooh, Beatles. He comes in and takes that down as well. It's fucking nuts. Oh, mind control? That should be a kill. No way. Yeah, he went into the burning beetles and Beetlejuice here. So yeah, so 2 of the keeps are down. That means 2 armor shields on the boss are now gone. And here's another lava wave. Oh, please hit. Yes, grouped him up. Nice. Get burned, Nick. Get burned, baby. Get burned. How many lava... fucking Benny. How many lava wave kills have you seen lately? Well, here's another one. Look at this. And then Nick gets condemned into it, sucked right in, and bam, goes down. There's the kill. Now, all of the keeps are gone. Every single keep on the side of RossPierrDoll is gone, but they're still fighting here. It's a 5 versus 3. Guys, if they win this now, if they just go for core and somehow win it, that would be ridiculous. Benny has been side pushing all day, every day, but now the keep in the middle is gone. They're going for the bottom of the map. They're taking one down too. This game isn't over. It's absolutely amazing. And Nubarak is dead. They're winning it. They're actually winning the game. That's what you get for picking Alexstrasza with a second support in that situation. Oh my god. I cannot believe this is how this ends.
Hail to the king, baby.
Absolutely glorious. Ragnaros wins the game. Easy kills. And RossPierrDoll takes the lead over the Hardos. Fan-fucking-tastic. GG. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Battlefield of Eternity! I swear to God, this time the map is actually correct. On the first one, I still had Towers of Doom from one of the previous series. The Hardos, they're down one map in this match against RossPierrDoll. Now, I assume that one of the reasons why they were memeing around a little bit in the last map is also that this is the last match that you have to play in the group. And I told you a little bit earlier that these formats have always like advantages and disadvantages. Now, one of the disadvantages from this particular format is that you oftentimes end up towards the last match of the group with a team that is either already out of the tournament and has no chance of qualifying, or with a team that is already so far ahead of everybody else that they can't, even if they lose, miss out on the #1 spot. And I think this is exactly what we're seeing here. The Hardos, they have, as far as I know, won most of their games today and should be in the #1 spot of the group without anybody being really dangerous to them. So they can lose a map or two, so they can take this a little bit more lighthearted and play something that they might not necessarily pick here. That's one of the downsides if you're playing this particular group stage style or these round-robin matches, but yeah, it just comes with the territory. Was very entertaining though. Ragnaros, Lava Wave definitely best ult in the game, confirmed, 100% win rate. And Ragnaros obviously fantastic, but yeah, kind of wild. So now we're heading into Battlefield of Eternity. We got bans on... I mean, there's actually a lot of frontline banned out here. Instantly Ming pick. Yeah, Nick is going again, I would assume, for his sniper build, so to say, with glass cannon. If he gets a chance to do that. He just loves that shit on Battlefield. So, we got Nubarak banned. We have a ban on Blaze. Yeah. What are we getting for RossPierrDoll? If you want to go for immortal damage... Sylvanas, Hanzo, Vala, Greymane, Lunara. And they go for Mal'Ganis. Didn't see that one coming either. Like, how exactly did RossPierrDoll do in their matches? Are they out? There's no way. They did pretty well earlier against Cats. So there's no way these games don't matter to them. They are very happy, I would assume, that they got a win against the Hardos here, because every point it matters. So that's big. But this is an interesting pattern. And also an interesting like early pick. Because the thing is, this is not a pick that is going to be contested. You're not going to sit there and someone bans out your Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis just plays no role in competitive play right now. So if you want him, you can get him. We got Rexa and we got Garrosh on the other hand for the Hardos. But yes, let's have a look at the ban here. Lucio's banned. Still got plenty of supports around. You want to ban again though? I mean, I was about to say you could ban Sylvanas, and then I looked at the thing and I was like, yeah, she's banned already, so once is enough. But here comes the Vala ban. Okay. I have no idea what's coming now. After the last map, I kind of gave up. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, you could pick this, you could pick that. But then at the same time, I don't believe in normal picks anymore in this series. I mean, you would normally go for... Okay, so they go for Malfurion and Hanzo. Lunara... sorry, Deathwing and Malfurion. Lunara, Hanzo, Greymane. Immortal damage. Pfft, not needed. Who cares? No, we're going Deathwing. And we're gonna go double support again. Okay, Malthael with an honor boost. What is happening here? I don't get what's going on. Like, I'm missing something in the context of this group. Rhaegar Malfurion with a Kel'Thuzad? The fuck? I mean, be my guest. Let's go, boys. Map 2, Hardos against RossPierrDoll. RossPierrDoll in the lead against the Hardos, everybody. And then they come into game number 2 and they go for this. Makotzl on Mal'Ganis, we got Zeomega on Rhaegar, Ether on Deathwing, Scope on Malfurion. So again, the double support. With Rhaegar moving into the Stormcaller on level 1. And Bronick on Kel'Thuzad. What? Hardos is playing Rexa for the Hardos. We got Copenhagen on Malthael, Rutsu on Anna, Bad Benny on Garrosh, and Nick on Liming. Now, there's a lot here that makes a lot more sense. Obviously, in the past, Hardos has been playing a lot of Rexa. They really like to do that. You have Nick that can get the nano boost from Liming, and depending on the situation, if Malfurion if Malthael goes for the Tormented Souls, they could also boost him, or he can just go last rites and try and drop Deathwing and stuff. But that said, I have no clue what this little battle is with Kel'Thuzad. I mean, Kel'Thuzad is a meme pick in the first place, and this isn't really his best map. Not even close. It's like you are at this point in a situation where you pretty much have no real immortal damage, and Hans wasn't picked nor banned. Greymane was up, and yeah, what? And Luna was also up. So, while I appreciate that we have some crazy picks here, at the same time as I'm looking at this and I'm asking myself, like, I'm missing something in this picture. Either RossPierrDoll is just nuts, which I can believe, or there is some situation in that group that I'm not aware of. I can totally believe that the Hardos are so far ahead in the group right now that it doesn't really matter to them, that they can play this with a bit more of a meme draft. They can let Nick do something a bit more out of the box, just say like, alright, whatever, let's give it a shot and see if we can incorporate that in future drafts, if it maybe works, if it doesn't. But from RossPierrDoll's perspective, they should be fighting for every single point that they can. And I guess they got the point with Ragnaros on map 1. But at the same time, going for Kel'Thuzad? I mean, show me the magic, Senpai. What is gonna happen here? I'm very, very eager to see what's going on now. So already we got the first kill. Rhaegar, the topside, has been eliminated. But right now, Kel'Thuzad, he's just trying to get his stacks together on the baseline. Get the damage boosted a little bit, work around that, and then gotta kill them all. I guess that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. We also have Anna now with the contact healing, going straight into biotic enhancement. So going full into the grenade build here. And with the double support on the other side, obviously makes also sense. So we have 4 now. Camps taken. Both of the teams are going for it, with the first objective now popping up. The double support currently allowing the Rhaegar Malfurion duo for Rhaegar to go again into his build here, as you can see. And I guess Rhaegar is gonna get a little bit more nasty with this. So yeah, if he gets the stacks together and everything. But we're also having a situation in which, with the first objective, you gotta figure out which one is going to go for the first immortal and starts to pressure things. So yeah, that's that. So either way, we got now the quick attack for Bad Benny. He's still trying to turn it. Oh, beautiful. Nice. Nick with the aim. And then Rhaegar, as he was just trying to run away, gets just absolutely crushed. Talking about being crushed, Hazu nearly got murdered here by Kel'Thuzad, but that was a nice move by Benny. He might pay with his life for it. He's going to be able to get away. But still, that was a really cool move by Garrosh. If that is not happening, then it's most likely a dead Rexa. So yeah, Rexa was saved. And, oh, good one. Nick is again on the warpath, aiming for one combo after another here. And that's a dead Kel'Thuzad. I'm sorry, Bronek, but no. 16 stacks, though. 16 stacks on his baseline. So getting closer and closer to the actual damage numbers. We have now 50% removed of the hit points of the red team's Immortal. And they need some momentum here, or this could be a very big shield. And that's it's not really a thing normally on the first objective, that you're walking away with a massive shield, but they are now a level ahead and really working on this one. Level 7, the anti-healer, and that's obviously big. That's huge. Rhaegar dead. I mean, that's one way how you can go for the anti-healer. You can just kill all of the supports, and if they're dead, they can't heal. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is you're playing with Anna a bit. 5 kills to 0. Guys, it's... wow. 5 kills to 0 at the 5-minute mark, and an 90% shield immortal? Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. That one is really gonna hurt. So 16,000 damage on Li Ming. Deathwing has 14k. And while Malthael is solo at the top, that bot lane push is already going to be annoying. As far as first immortal pushes go, this one is a pain. So right now, Deathwing, he's YOLOing way into the backline, trying to go straight up for Ana. And Ana gets saved by Garrosh. Benny is on point. Benny is absolutely on point. And the longer they fight with this, the more time the immortal has to do some work. And obviously some of the guys aren't even here yet. Malfurion is currently coming back into play. Uh-oh, Ether. Ooh, Nyx combo. Barely missed him. Yeah. Okay, that another sneaky one from the side here. Misha is currently bearing down on the bot lane and trying to take the structures down. And Deathwing is just out of there. Deathwing is like, see ya, boys. See ya later, alligator. Not interested in the slightest to stick this out. Okay, so they are still only one level ahead. And now that Rhaegar is again pushing the top, Copenhagen has moved back up and is now dealing with that. But level 10 abilities are going to be soon in. That's a kill, isn't it? Hazu? Hazu? Ah, Benny! Time and time again. But now Rhaegar and Malfurion should be able to take him down. Garrosh is dead, and so is Rexa. So they get a double kill. That's the first 2 kills that we have in the second game for RossPierrDoll. And, well, they might not able to close the gap and get early level 10. But at least that will allow them to also sneak a camp in. So that closes the gap a little bit more. Also, Khaldor is done with his baseline. So getting this one completed is going to help him a lot with the spell power here. He's not the only one with spell power though. Seems like Li Ming and Malthael are doing some work here. And that's another kill. Yep, we got last rights. Malthael moves in and gets a triple kill. Khaldor, Malfurion, and Deathwing all getting dropped by the Hardos in that last encounter. Again, as usual for Nick these days, on level 7 we get the Seeker, disintegrate, and he's gonna go Glass Cannon level 13. You know it. 24,000 damage for him, on par with Deathwing, and they're taking the first fort down. And of course, the next Immortal is now also spawning. Now, the good news for RossPierrDoll is that they have their own level 10, so they can at least fight with even talents for Immortal number 2. The bad news is I'm not sure if that changes anything. So yeah, time will tell, I suppose. We got the Shadow Fissure in, so that's the first one. But yeah, what can they do here? Seems like a halftime show battle. Ah, well, I was talking about the halftime show for a second, but here comes the next stack for Malthael as he gets the second last right connected. That's already 10-second cooldown reduction that he now has on it. 2 stacks just on level 11. That's not bad either. So yeah, they're diving in deep. They don't even want to give him the camp. They go for the camp and they're immediately there attacking them. So Garrosh is still trying to present the kill to the rest of the team. That's a nice chain though. That was well done by Khaldor, but it's Rhaegar that dies, and somehow Garrosh is still alive. Seems like Deathwing is also going to get dropped here. Deathwing! Yes! And the same is true for Khaldor. So that is 3 kills again. And we're now looking at 12 kills to 2, and of course that Immortal is not going to make it either. There's no way for them to save that Immortal. There's another stun, they make the play straight up for Mal'Ganis, and that's him down too. They're getting farmed. They're getting absolutely farmed. I'm honestly waiting for the John Deere truck to just move through here, because we need a tractor in this house. This is a farming simulator, nothing else. We got 13 to 2 kills, 2 level advantage, level 13 talents in. There's the glass cannon and the inevitable end. Damage obviously skyrocketing here, 30,000 already for Li Ming, same as for Deathwing, but yep, they are getting murdered. Absolutely murdered. I mean, this is a typical case of where I just can tell you guys, like, I don't know what this is, PG-13 or whatever, but I mean, if you have kids in the room, do me a favor and just get them rid of. I'm not going to be responsible. I mean, seriously, if your kids need professional help for the rest of their life because they've been watching this one, just like screaming, looking at the screen, they can't look away, and they're just scarred for life, that's not my fault. So that's on you. I'm telling you right now, just, this is rough. Yeah. They are getting killed one at a time. Top keep could fall now, 10 minutes in. Yeah, another chain attempt. They're going again for Mal'Ganis. He's able to at least make it out. But the keep can't run. And Nick is waiting for another combo and connects it too. Connects it easy. But they can't get the keep, or can they? Nick is running out of mana. That's his biggest problem. They will have to fall back just simply because he doesn't have mana. So, yeah. Talking, by the way, about Rhaegar and mana. So Deathwing is down. But this battle down here is also happening. And they're still fighting it out at the top with another kill attempt. And seems like Markotzel... Now, he made it! Li Ming is dead, got moonfired. Nick got his ass moonfired by Malfurion. But I suppose... Oh, he might even survive that one. Yeah, he does! Ancestral, baby. Here we go. Benny! Benny survives. Rhaegar is dead. They're still not moving away from this. Look at Benny. Like, no fucks given. He's just like, kill, 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 kill. Kill them all. And they get him. Melganis and Kel'Thuzad are both dead. We have 20 kills in total. 20 kills in total. Benny is just murdering the top lane. Absolutely crushing it. Yeah, comes in again. Also be a bit careful, but look at this. They're at level 16 now. It's like an endless siege. They're just sieging the top keep. It doesn't stop. It's the endless siege top side that allows them to just go and go again for the keep, get a little bit of damage in time and time again. And now they have level 16 talents on top of it too. It's ridiculous. Nick, by the way, is even a bit behind in damage when it comes to Deathwing. But yeah, they have to give up on the keep eventually, and the main reason is because we have another objective spawning. So since that is coming up, they apparently decided that they don't want to do that right now. But yep, there it is. The root! Can they go for him? Garrosh! No, they can't! And Deathwing turns into Deadwing again. Rhaegar is dead. Oh my god! Holy shit! Look at this! They killed them all! The entire team died in that fight. Everybody's stacking up and they just murdered them. And now, of course, they're gonna go after the keep straight up for the core itself, putting the point onto the scoreboard and locking in another point for the group. 12 minutes in, 25 kills in total. This is game, everybody. GG the Hardos with the victory on Battlefield of Eternity. Nicely done.